Good afternoon. On behalf of the spring class of 2015, the faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I'd like to welcome you to the spring commencement exercise at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. To the graduates, it's a great pleasure for me, along with the rest of the Southeastern community, to be able to participate in this traditional commencement ceremony, which marks the beginning of your life as a professional and the point in your life where every conceivable option is open to you. This commencement ceremony is particularly significant at Southeastern Oklahoma State University when you consider that 41% of our graduates today are first-generation college graduates, the first in their families to receive a college degree. We are very proud and honored to be a significant part of this life-changing experience. This graduation class has a local, regional, state, national, and international flavor. In addition to our main campus in Durant, the class is represented by our outreach sites in Idabel, Ardmore, McAllister, Midwest City, Oklahoma City, Denison, and Van Alstyne, Texas. Today's class includes students from 16 states across the nation and a half a dozen countries. In addition to our home state graduates, we have graduations from as near as Texas and Arkansas, and as far away as Hawaii and Pennsylvania. I do want to take just a moment to note that for several years we've had a number of international students attending Southeastern from Nepal. In fact, we have 4 graduates today from Nepal. Because of the recent tragic events in that country, not all of their families were able to be here. We ask that you please keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and please know that the Southeastern community embraces these students, their families, and all of our international students. Commencement is indeed an event that the entire graduating class of 2015 will always remember and cherish. To our graduates, graduating from this university is a tremendous honor, but remember, no one can accomplish this goal alone. Let's take this opportunity to thank your parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, all of whom have played important roles in helping you reach this goal and have helped to make today's celebration even more special. I would like for all the parents, relatives, spouses, and friends of today's graduates to please stand as the class of 2015 joins me in expressing appreciation to all of you for your support and guidance. I would also like to ask everyone to join me in expressing appreciation to our outstanding faculty members for their dedication and commitment to our students and to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. I also want to acknowledge Reverend Jim Schroyer of the First Presbyterian Church in Durant for offering our invocation this afternoon. I also want to recognize the Southeastern Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Jacob Wallace and the Southeastern Men's Glee and Chorale under the direction of Stacy Weger providing the music for today's ceremony. I will now introduce today's platform guests and ask that they stand as they introduce. Please hold your applause until all of our platform guests have been introduced. Doctor and Director of Equity, Compliance, and Diversity. Dr. Lucretia Scofus, Executive Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Brian Clark, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Graduate Dean. Ms. Carrie Matlock, President of the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Alumni Association. Ms. Liz McCraw, Dean of Enrollment Management. Reverend Jim Schroyer, First Presbyterian Church Durant. Mr. Ross Walkup, Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Douglas McMillan, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Regent Terry Matlock, Regional University of Oklahoma Board of Regents. Chancellor Glenn D. Johnson from the Oklahoma State System for Higher Education. Ms. Emily Redmond, our 2015 commencement speaker. Please join me in recognizing these distinguished individuals. It is a privilege for me to now recognize Chancellor Glenn D. Johnson of the Oklahoma State System for Higher Education. Chancellor Johnson has led a distinguished career in public service. He currently oversees a state system comprised of 25 state colleges and universities, 10 constituent agencies, 2 university centers, and independent colleges and universities, coordinated with the state system. He became the 8th Chancellor of the Oklahoma State System in January of 2007 after a very successful 10-year tenure as our president of Southeastern. It was his vision, in fact, and leadership that made this beautiful arena and our student union a reality, and we are proud that the student union bears his name. Prior to entering the field of higher education, Chancellor Johnson served in the Oklahoma House of Representatives and was Speaker of the House from 1990 to 1996. At the time of his election as Speaker, he was the youngest sitting Speaker in the United States. Chancellor Johnson has been recognized both statewide and nationally as a strong, untiring advocate for education. Please join me in welcoming Lyndon Johnson, the 8th Chancellor and the 16th President of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, back to our campus.
Well, thank you very much, President Burridge, Regents, faculty, staff, families, and graduating class of the class of 2015. It's great to be here, and certainly I bring greetings on behalf of your state system of higher education. I want to begin my remarks by recognizing my friend and colleague, your President Sean Burridge. In his first year at the helm of Southeastern, I think it's very clear we have seen his vision, his dedication, and his energized leadership on behalf of this university. I would say to Regent Matlock and the Board of Regents from the Regional University System of Oklahoma that my view is President Burridge has had an outstanding first year, and I'd like to congratulate Regent Matlock, and all of us congratulate President Burridge on a great first year at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. On a personal note, it's great to be back. Melinda and I spent 10 of the best years and most fulfilling years of our lives here at Southeastern. Great to be here today. Graduates, I would just say to you that as you begin this new journey, upon your graduation from this great university today, your faculty have played a key role. Your family has been recognized appropriately. Your faculty has given you the tools to critically think and to analyze and to problem solve, where you will be able not only to compete but to succeed in what we know is a rapidly changing global environment. I think as you look back on your experience at Southeastern, I think everyone in this room knows that Southeastern is really a very special place. If you think about it, it's a place where one generation meets the next generation. It's a place where lifelong learning occurs. But most of all, it's a place for possibilities for our students and now our graduates, where you can develop and realize your hopes and your dreams. The late founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, about 2 months before his death, delivered a commencement address, and I want to just close my remarks with what Steve Jobs said at a commencement shortly before his death. He told the graduates that evening 3 very important things. He told them that as you graduate from a university, your time is very limited. So he said, don't waste your time trying to live someone else's life. He said, don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own inner voice. And finally, he said the most important thing to remember is to have the courage to follow your heart. He said it almost always already knows what you truly want to do. I think our graduates here today have followed their hearts and their dreams. And on behalf of everyone here, we say to you this afternoon, congratulations to the graduating class of 2015 on a job very well done. Congratulations to our graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor Johnson. It's always great to have you and Melinda back on campus, especially at such a special event as Commencement. Melinda, I might add, continues to serve on our Alumni Association Board of Directors. Also joining us today is Regent Terry Matlock of the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents. He is an alumnus of Southeastern, having earned his bachelor's degree in 1985 and his master's degree in 1987. Regent Matlock has attended a number of special events over the past few years, and we're always honored to have him on campus. He and his wife, Carrie, who serves as our Alumni Association President, are also here today as proud parents as they have a son graduating summa cum laude of Taylor Matlock. Please join me in welcoming Regent Terry Matlock, who will be offering remarks on behalf of the Russo Board of Regents.
Good afternoon. It's On behalf of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, I want to thank each of you for joining us today, and I want to thank you also for allowing me to participate in the events of today. I know that under the guidance and the leadership of our very capable President Burridge for Southeastern and the Chancellor of Higher Education at both Southeastern and the Oklahoma System of Higher Education are certainly in good hands. As I came into the auditorium or into the arena just a few moments ago, I could hear the applause, I guess is what it was, of all the parents and the grandparents and the families of the graduates. And the applause was so loud I thought it was a savage storm coming. Most of you probably thought, graduates, most of you probably thought that they were applauding you because of your accomplishments. And then I realized that probably they're just glad to see you gone. Southeastern offers the promise of qualified students. And as President Burridge said moments ago, many of those students are first-generation students. And today we celebrate the educational dreams of you students and also the educational dreams of the parents. I'm proud to share this day with you. As a parent, I have felt the excitement of sending a child to college, and I've felt the fulfillment of dreams that come true. New opportunities that are created for the students and the intellectual energy for growth of our great state. Graduates, as you leave today, remember that you are braver than you believe, you are stronger than you seem, and you are smarter than you think. Hold loosely to that which can be taken away in a moment, and always travel lightly so that your hands are available to help others. Continue learning and create for yourselves a beautiful tomorrow. Again, on behalf of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, congratulations to the graduates of 2015.
Thank you, Regent Matlock. Dr. Douglas McMillan, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will now introduce our honor graduates.
I'd first like to recognize the men and women who are serving as student marshals for this afternoon's exercises. Our marshals are either members of Blue Key, a national leadership fraternity, or Cardinal Key, a national leadership sorority. We want to express our appreciation for their outstanding service that both Blue Key and Cardinal Key provide at Commencement and many other campus functions. If the members of Blue Key and Cardinal Key will stand, let's please recognize them at this time. Gonfalons were carried in by top graduates in their respective schools. Leading in the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences was Sandra Franco. Leading in the John Massey School of Business was Amanda Thompson. Stephanie Mejia led the graduate school procession. If those three would please rise, we'll acknowledge them at this time. We're gathered here today to celebrate the academic achievements of all our graduates. But there are a few, however, whose special achievements warrant special recognition. On behalf of the faculty, I would now like to recognize these outstanding students. The first of several groups that will be recognized are the graduates who are members of the National Honor Society, Alpha Chi. Students from all majors are eligible for membership into the university-wide Honor Society. In order to qualify, the members of Alpha Chi had to be ranked in the top 10% of their junior or senior class while maintaining at least a whopping 3.65 grade point average. Alpha Chi members can be recognized by the white stole each is wearing. Will all of the Alpha Chi members please stand and be recognized? The Southeastern Honors Program, built on the foundation of the Parsons Scholars Program, has a long and honorable tradition that goes back to 1978 when David L. Parsons, a 1928 Southeastern alumnus, endowed the Parsons Scholars Scholarship. Today, the Southeastern Honors Program is committed to the ongoing growth and development of a culturally diverse and academically talented group of honor students. With a focus on educational excellence as well as cultural and technological literacy, the program challenges high-caliber students with special talents and outstanding abilities to develop local and global awareness and achieve their full potential. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 3 honors program graduates who have fulfilled the rigorous course of study that qualifies them to be recognized as honors program graduates for spring 2015. Please stand when I call your name, and if you'll hold your applause, we'll acknowledge all 3 of them after we've named them. Joseph Badon, a psychology major, hometown Meade, Oklahoma, a graduate of Silo High School. Montana Dill, a finance major, hometown Boswell, Oklahoma, a graduate of Boswell High School. Katie Rogers, a psychology major, hometown Red Oak, Oklahoma, a graduate of Wilburton High School. Let's congratulate our honors program graduates. I will now introduce the spring 2015 honor graduates. These students are graduating in the upper 10% of their classes, and we're going to recognize 3 groups of honor graduates. The first are those graduating cum laude or with honors. These students represent the upper 6 to 10% of the spring 2015 graduating class. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all cum laude graduates have been named. We ask you to please hold your applause until all have been announced. Joseph Patrick Badon, a psychology major from Meade, Oklahoma. Bethany Deshane Bruno, a sociology and psychology major from Hugo, Oklahoma. Amanda Sue Henley, an elementary education major from Eufaula, Oklahoma. Christy Cheyenne Johnson, an elementary education major from McAllister, Oklahoma. Jesse Lawrence Munez, a health and physical education major from Sherman, Texas. Sharon K. Orsock Lane, a elementary education major from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Alyssa Brianne Denham Pingleton, an early intervention and child development major from Tuska, Oklahoma. Travis C. Rittiger, a aviation management safety major from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Michael Earl Slayton, an accounting major from Calera, Oklahoma. Eric Ann Sneed, a psychology and sociology major from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our cum laude graduates. The next group we will be honoring are magna cum laude, or those students who have achieved high honors. These students represent the upper to 3 to 5% of the spring 2015 graduating class. Again, please stand as your name is called and remain standing until the whole group has been named. Please hold your applause until everyone is announced. Aviation management safety major from Moore, Oklahoma. Greg James Johnson, an accounting major from Milo, Oklahoma. Jennifer Madrella Parker, an elementary education major from McAllister, Oklahoma. Cecilia Marie Vaughn, an elementary education major from Carrollton, Texas. Sarah Marie White, an elementary education major from Kingston, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our magna cum laude graduates. The final and most exclusive category of the honors graduates to be recognized is those graduating summa cum laude, or with highest honors. These students represent the top 2% of their graduating class. This afternoon, we're recognizing the following summa cum laude graduates, and please hold your applause until we name all of them. Dylan S. Brady, an aviation management and safety major from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Sandra Liseth Franco, a psychology and sociology major from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Amanda Joanna Thompson, an accounting major from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Let's recognize our summa cum laude graduates. As a university, we're honored and fortunate to be surrounded by students of this caliber. You should all be commended for your hard work and dedication to your university, your family, and most importantly, to your future. Thank you.
Today, we are continuing the tradition of inviting prominent Southeastern alumni back to campus to address our graduates. I think it's both enlightening and meaningful to hear the success stories of those who here before you to gain a true appreciation of the meaning and value of Southeastern experience. This afternoon, it's a real honor to introduce District Attorney Emily Redman as our commencement speaker. First of all, we are very proud of the fact that she is a 1988 graduate of Southeastern, where she earned a bachelor's degree in management and political science. She then earned her law degree at the University of Oklahoma College of Law. Ms. Redman joined the District Attorney's Office in District 19 as a law clerk while she attended law school. Immediately upon graduation in 1994, she became an assistant district attorney and made the decision to become a career prosecutor. She was later appointed first assistant by District Attorney Mark Campbell. When Mr. Campbell was named Bryan County Judge in 2005, Ms. Redman was appointed District Attorney by Governor Brad Henry. In 2006, 2010, and 2014, Ms. Redman was re-elected to serve as District Attorney, having run unopposed. In her position, she oversees District 19, which includes all of Bryan, Atoka, and Cole counties. During her career, Ms. Redman has prosecuted a wide range of cases with a special emphasis on violent crimes, including crimes against children. She currently serves on the Coordinated Community Response Team for the investigation and prosecution of domestic violence. She also teaches legal classes to potential law enforcement officers and has served as an officer for the Bryan County Peace Officers Association as a member of the Bryan County Bar and the Oklahoma Bar Association. Ms. Redman has served in a statewide capacity as chairman of the Oklahoma District Attorney's Council and as president of the Oklahoma District Attorneys Association. In addition to her professional responsibilities, Ms. Redman is active in the community, serving on several boards and committees. She has lived most of her life in Durant as a graduate of Durant Public Schools. She resides in Durant with her husband and 2 children. Ms. Redman truly exemplifies the quality and character of graduates produced by Southeastern and is an outstanding ambassador for the university. We should all strive to emulate the integrity and professionalism she has demonstrated during her career. Please join me in offering a Southeastern welcome to our Spring 2015 Commencement Speaker, Ms. Emily Redman.
President Burridge, Chancellor Johnson, distinguished regents, faculty, students, family, and friends, good afternoon, welcome, and most importantly, congratulations to the graduating class of Southeastern Oklahoma State University. While I consider it a great honor to be asked to speak to you today, I must admit that it's a little bit scary. You see, despite my profession as an attorney and prosecutor, I really don't give speeches, especially speeches like commencement addresses, which should be filled with positive thoughts and inspiration. Usually my speeches are in the form of a closing argument in a criminal trial, where I'm working to convince a jury that a person is a plague on society and should be locked away forever. Hardly inspirational, hardly positive, very different from the type of speech that is expected at a commencement. But with that being said, I'll try to do what is expected of me today. Most importantly, I will be brief. This is your day. And it has been said that there's no greater pleasure a speaker can give an audience that compares to the pleasure they get when the speech is over. Hopefully, though, I can impart a few thoughts on how you might go out and have a good life out there in the real world, which is honestly no more or less real than the one in which you've already found yourselves. My qualification for making these suggestions is really very simple. I'm older than you. I've had a lot more time to make mistakes, hopefully some of which I've learned from. But before I speak to you graduates, I want to talk to your parents. While this day centers around graduates, it's also very much about your parents, the people who brought you into this world, the people who taught you to walk and talk and to read, the people who put up with you as a teenager without killing you, I might add. You are graduating, but it's also their day. Today's the day your parents take back their freedom and their lives. So to each one of them, congratulations. To the graduates, commencement is one of life's great forward-looking ceremonies. It's one of the most meaningful events in your college career. It's a time to reflect on your sacrifices and accomplishments of the past and on the hope, excitement, and responsibility of the future. This is the time I'm supposed to tell you wise, thought-provoking, inspirational things like follow your dreams, hear your inner voice, make your mark, give everything you do in life 110%. Go change the world, dream big. You know, nothing's wrong with any of that. Having dreams and ambition is good. Goals, a plan, an idea of what your ultimate life would be like. But while dreams are great, they are just that, dreams. Dreams don't come true just because you dream them. It's hard work that will make you succeed. In fact, I believe that oftentimes while the dreamers are busy dreaming, the really successful, interesting, and powerful people are busy doing. It's good to have goals and ambition, passion. Maybe some of you have found your passion and know exactly where you want to go in life. But maybe some of you are sitting there in your caps and gowns, soon to have your college diploma in hand, scared to death because you're graduating today and still have no earthly idea of what your passion is, what you want to be when you grow up. That's okay. It doesn't matter. The key is to move forward. Keep doing something. Seize every opportunity and try new things. Work hard. Be the best at whatever opportunity presents itself. Do something until you can do something else. While you are dreaming, be busy doing. So what's the formula for success? How do you make your dreams come true? The answer to that is the only formula is there is no formula. There's no easy or right way to get from point A to point B. 27 years ago, when I was sitting where you are, graduating from Southeastern, I had absolutely no particular passion, no job offers, and I was scared. I wanted to succeed, I wasn't afraid of hard work, and I sent out resumes with no response. The job market was not favorable. From a young age, I dreamed about going to law school. I don't really know why. There were no lawyers in my family. I knew nothing about it at all. Just seemed like a challenge, a dream. But when I graduated, the thought of law school or more school at all was just not what I wanted to do at the time. I was tired of school. Maybe you can relate to that. I took a job at a local bank and I worked hard and enjoyed the job, but realized I still had that lingering desire to go to law school, so finally I did. Even still, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be. As a teenager, my dream was to be a big city, rich lawyer. My mother tried desperately to get me to enroll in home economics classes in high school. Emily, you need to learn to do things around the house. You need to know how to cook and sew. No, Mother, I'm going to be a rich New York City attorney, and I'll live in a fancy penthouse apartment and have servants to do those things for me. She tried to get me to take some advanced typing courses. No, Mother, fancy New York City lawyers have secretaries to do those things for them. I don't need to type, I'll have people. Those were my teenage dreams. During law school, I came home to Durant in the summers and interned at the DA's office. Excuse me, one moment. After I graduated, I became an assistant DA and fell in love with prosecution, helping victims find justice, working with law enforcement to make my hometown a safer place. My dreams changed, my passion evolved. I forgot about the fancy apartment and the servants. I wished I were a better typist because I didn't have a secretary. I wished I could cook and sew because I didn't have servants. And I knew that as a state employee, I never would. But that was okay. You see, it's okay if you haven't yet discovered your passions. It's even okay if you think you know, and later you find out that you were wrong. Dreams change, passions evolve, and it's okay. In the meantime, be a doer. Someone once said the fulfilling life, the distinctive life, the relevant life is an achievement, not something that will fall in your lap just because you're a good person. In today's fast-paced world, many have a strong desire for instant gratification. But we would all be happier if we realized that we aren't always going to get everything we want. At the very least, it's not going to happen the first time. Understanding that failure is a part of the process is much of what it takes to succeed. The bottom line is you can't give up. If that 10th job interview doesn't work out, go to the 11th and the 12th with your head held high. Thomas Edison once said, "Our greatest weakness is giving up. The certain way to succeed is to try one more time." You may get beat up along the way, but remember, the definition of a true champion is the one who gets up one more time than they're knocked down. It's also very important to accept that you can't do everything perfectly. It's just not possible. Sometimes I'm asked, how do you do it all? A stressful job, 2 sons who are active in every sport known to man. How do you do it all? The answer, I don't. Anytime you see me being successful in some area of my life, I'm inevitably failing somewhere else. If you read in the local newspaper that I'm involved in a high-profile trial, it's likely I'm missing a baseball tournament. If you see me at a ball game, there's almost assuredly a criminal case that desperately needs my time and attention. The fact is, you can't do it all perfectly. However, you can do your best every day. I don't mean to sound dismal. I absolutely want you to leave here today and take the world by storm. But what I'm saying is that it's okay if you don't, at least not overnight. The real world can be challenging. My dream of being a rich, fancy lawyer in New York City didn't come true. But I was a doer. I worked hard, and I was open to other opportunities. And today, I can wake up every morning and be able to say that I wouldn't trade my life now for that teenage dream. Each and every one of you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Go out now and be brave, be worthy, speak up for what you believe in, be true to yourselves. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget that your mother is always right. And most of all, do your very best every day. Be a doer. Congratulations, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. To express our appreciation, we'd like to present this gift to you. It's a print of the Glenn D. Johnson Student Union. I would now ask Dr. Patricia Scopes, Executive Dean for Academic Affairs, to come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for the
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the faculty for granting of degrees as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward and receive your degree.
Amanda Joanne Thompson, summa cum laude. Amber Bartley. Andrew Bishop.
Good luck.
Samantha Brisky. Christopher Lloyd Burns, summa cum laude. Christopher Crittenlow. Hayden Clark. Cody Coates.
Good luck to you.
Takaria Coates. Chad Cormel. Asia Daniel. Montana Dill. Gregory James Eichner. Shelby England. Ronnie English. Zachary Everett. Ken Ferris. Jessica Ferguson.
Good luck to you.
Diana Gage.
Good luck.
Lynn Greenwood.
Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Ashley Hamilton.
Good luck.
April Hollingsworth.
Good luck to you.
Shelby Holt.
Good luck. Thank you.
Jason Miguel Carrillo. Darius Johnson. Greg James Johnson, magna cum laude.
Good luck.
Heather Lawson. Jason Lawson.
Good luck to you.
Allison Meredith. Shannon Minchie. Hayden Musgrove.
Congratulations.
Derek Neal.
Good luck to you.
Siobhan Naomi Pruitt. Joshua Hahn. Brittany Rutledge. Joey Schrader. Jennifer Weiss. Darren Marie Williams.
Good luck and congratulations.
Sandra Lisette Franklin. Khalil Abdul Kareem. Misty Alexander. Lauren Allred. Joshua Ashworth.
Good luck to you.
Joseph Patrick Madon, cum laude. Martha Danielle Beretta. Skylar Bell. Marsha Berkeley.
Congratulations.
Rachel Michelle Lawson. Bradley Bowden. Bethany Bruno, cum laude. Aaron Von Bush. Jessica Lene Carey. Heather Chastain.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Trey Clark. Haley Clements.
Good luck to you.
Lacey Danielle Cook. Amy Copeland. Destiny Corbett. Carson Trey Daniel. Devin Drake. Michael Dunn. Tabitha Dawn Elliott. Deborah Harris. Tasia Fisher. Myra Franco. Jordan Garnico. Brooke George. Jessica Gerard. Jessica Grant.
Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Morgan Taylor Graves. Amanda Gullett.
Good luck to you.
Austin Hancock.
Good luck.
Sam T. Harley. Corey Harris. Darius Harris. Kristen Lee Hill. Nicole Ricer. Stormy Robertson. Katie Ann Rogers. Erica Ann Smith, cum laude. Samantha Stein. Joseph Stewart. Whitney Sullivan. Daichi Kaminuchi. Courtney Diane Toombs. Michael Tyler. Kyra Joe Underwood. Sarah Vandenberg. Eric Vandier. Cecilia Marie Vaughn, magna cum laude. Bailey White. Sarah Marie White, magna cum laude. Danielle Marie Portland. Lauren Ashley Williams. Holly Marie Wynn. Kelsey Zirkle. Megan Zoria. Brittany Zia. And David Fortune.
Dr. Ron Clark, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Graduate Dean, will now come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for master's degrees.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand? President Burge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the graduate faculty for the granting of degrees in academic coding as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the master's degree as printed in the program with all the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward to receive your degree in academic coding.
Stephanie Mahan. Natalie Blackburn.
Thank you so much.
Julia Natalie Boyd. Jeanette Brown. Kaylin Lee Carter. Brandy Lee Crow. Taylor Downs. Jackie Dunn. Seth Maxwell Dutton. Abby Elberty. Nathan Peterson. Ashley Nicole Palmer. Angela Fernandez. Shauna Hinshaw. Shanae Huckabee. Casey Jackson. Stephen Cody. David Marshall. Yvette Harper. Haley Charlene Reeves. Haley Reeves. Wendy Gail Redgrove. Caitlin Jane Riley. Christopher Michelle. Jeremy Seven. Holly Shannon. Elliot Soriano. Sheldon Summit. Greg Timms. Joshua Adam White.
Thank you. It's coming over the top. Okay, we got it. Congratulations. It's coming over the top.
Andra Wingo Skaggs.
Congratulations.
I'm very pleased to introduce the President of the Southeastern Alumni Association, more importantly, a very proud mom today, the graduate, Ms. Carrie Matlock, to present the Alumni Charge.
Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. On behalf of the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your graduation and welcome you as a new member of the Southeastern Alumni Association. You were just penned by alumni board members and the alumni legacy leaders. We hope you'll take advantage of the Alumni Association sponsored events that provide opportunity to share your memories, and connect with other alums and maintain the traditions of Southeastern. Some of those events are Homecoming 2015, October the 2nd and 3rd, the Gold and Blue Scholarship Gala in February, and the Community Scholarship Program. I wish you success in your future endeavors and look forward to seeing you at future Southeastern alumni events. Congratulations.
Thank you, Carrie. To close our ceremony, please stand and join members of the Southeastern Chorale as we sing our alma mater. The lyrics of which can be found in your program. Please remain standing until the processional is complete.